I'm bored, shitless, and craving.
I've been craving that stuff all week.
What it is, I got a craving for this stuff.
Hello, and welcome to Sobriety Made Simple. My name is Timothy Martin. Today we are going to be discussing cravings, why you crave alcohol, and ways to overcome those cravings. What exactly is going on in your brain when you crave alcohol? If you are aware of what's going on inside your brain, it might give you a little bit of a better understanding as how to handle it. I want to talk about how dopamine and alcohol interact. When you use alcohol to relax or unwind, you have a strong feeling to drink. Your brain connects drinking alcohol with the feeling of relief and reward. As you continue to use alcohol in these moments, the association is strengthened in your brain's pleasure center. If the associations become strong enough, even just the thought of having a drink can increase the dopamine level inside your brain. Then when you consume alcohol, even more dopamine is released. This ramping up of dopamine can lead to an acceleration of consumption. And what you might have thought would be one drink to take the edge off becomes several. When alcohol is consumed in increased amounts over extended periods of time, brain chemistry continues to adapt and respond. The brain moves beyond associating alcohol with pleasure, relaxation, and begins to recognize alcohol consumption as a requirement for basic functioning. The body craves alcohol not only to distress, but to maintain a state of normalcy. This is a sign of dependency, a common indicator of alcohol use disorder. Now, this is where the problem starts for us. Your body starts to depend on alcohol to rid itself of things like anxiety. These behaviors become automatic over time and often function as triggers. A routine that you have, like getting off work and going by the bar or stopping by the liquor store and buying alcohol, set up a pattern. Your brain is already releasing dopamine in the anticipation of drinking alcohol. That's what makes you crave it, or knowing the feeling that you're going to get from drinking starts the craving process. Now, if your problems are beyond your own capabilities, please seek some medical help. Now, that's a little bit on the science of craving. What's going on in your brain to cause you to crave alcohol and how drinking over time changes your thought patterns. Here's some things that I did to help reduce the feelings of cravings. The first thing I would do when I really started craving was to eat. I would always carry a pack of crackers or a protein bar with me wherever I went. And if I felt the need to drink, I would always eat. Because for me, I was a serious drinker, and food always ruined the drinking process. I never ate when I was drinking because it would just fill my stomach up and ruin my alcohol high. So eating was always something I did after I drank. So filling my stomach up was always a very good idea for me when I first started out. Also, I think I'm a little hypoglycemic. I have low blood sugar, and a lot of people who drink usually do. And just a little bit of sugar kind of does take the edge off, at least for me it did. And I still feel that way, especially in the morning. Although it's not an alcohol craving anymore, it's just a craving for sugar. Another thing I did was to change up my routine. I stopped hanging out around the people that I drank with. I changed my route to work. I didn't go by places that I used to stop by and buy alcohol, or bars that I used to go to. And that really helped me out a lot. I also started to exercise and live a healthier lifestyle. I immediately started dieting and eating better. I started exercising every day, just a small bit at first, calisthenics and walking. And I really started hydrating. I drank a lot of water, and I still do. I got outside as much as I could. The fresh air, walking, eating right really helped out. Another thing I did was to change my mindset as much as I could. Thinking of not drinking alcohol as a fresh start, a way of living, not a horrible burden that I had to take on, but a new way of life. A beginning to a better life, a healthier mind type attitude, so to speak. Also, I started to research ways to build my self-confidence and self-esteem, reading a lot, and also watching a lot of YouTube videos helped me out as well. It started me down the road of personal growth. I started to sleep better. I would have regimented times that I would go to bed and times that I would get up, not whenever I felt like it. I would turn the TV off, make sure the room was dark and quiet, and make myself go to sleep, or at least rest my body, and then get up at a prescribed time, set my alarm, make myself get up. I also avoided high-risk situations, even just going out to a restaurant that didn't serve alcohol. I didn't do that for a while. I would eat at home. I stuck to a very regimented routine at the beginning of my sobriety. I didn't do anything extra. I would even avoid the beer and wine aisle in the grocery stores I went to. I wouldn't go to convenience stores, especially at night. I know that might sound silly, but I did these things, and it actually helped me. Another thing I did was to build a good support group. I started going to AA meetings, And I would recommend this for anyone beginning or trying to stop the craving cycle. A support group of people who are trying to do the same thing as you is extremely helpful. You don't have to buy into the entirety of a 12-step program, but just going to meetings, even Zoom meetings, will make you not feel so alone in your quest to stop drinking. There are other people out there doing the same thing as you, and that makes you feel not so isolated. Also, the acknowledgement of the craving is a good idea as well. Be aware that you're having cravings. Maybe take the time to see what time of day you actually started having cravings. Is this the same time that you normally drank? Or it could probably be your body going through withdrawals. And always, again, I can't stress having something to snack on with you at the beginning. If you put on a few pounds, oh well, exercise them off. And at the beginning, it was a really good idea for me to stave off cravings. Getting something to eat. Gaining a few pounds was fine if it meant not drinking. That was my mindset. Now, these are the things that work for me. Recognize your triggers, things that will set you off, and avoid them at all cost. And do whatever you can to change your lifestyle. It's going to make your decision to stop drinking easier, which you're going to be doing. Get around different people. Do different things. Get a hobby. I can't stress enough eating healthy and exercising. Better rest. Hydration. Those are the keys for me. Also, the support. Don't go it alone. That makes it so much more difficult. I tried that route before and it always ended in disaster. Okay, now I hope these things helped you out. Get serious. Make the commitment. Go at it 100%. You can do this. I promise you. I know you can do it because I'm doing it. And if I can do it, I know you can. Okay? Hang in there and we'll see you next time. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. It helps me to continue to make these videos. Remember, you got this. Bye.
Goodbye.